Ever wondered what secrets lie hidden beneath the earth, buried by time? What if you could uncover a city forgotten for centuries? Welcome to our sleep story, Journey to the Lost City. This mesmerizing adventure will take you through the dense jungles of Central America to an ancient city teeming with mystery and history. Get ready to explore hidden realms, face thrilling challenges, and learn lessons from the past that resonate with our present. The Forgotten City, hidden deep in the unexplored parts of the Central American rainforest, is like a time capsule from a bygone era. A place untouched by modern civilization, it is ensnared by the dense foliage and towering trees of the jungle. Only the highest peaks of its stone structures are visible, peeking out from the verdant canopy. Hidden from the world, it has rested in a centuries-long slumber, its secrets protected by the labyrinth of vegetation surrounding it. Dr. Evelyn Evie Carter, a renowned archaeologist, leads the expedition to this mysterious city. With her salt and pepper hair often held back in a loose bun, her glasses perched precariously on the tip of her nose, and her ever-present dirt-streaked khaki gear, she is a picture of determination and tenacity. Her eccentricity, often seen in her unorthodox methodologies and her knack for solving riddles, is well known in the archaeological community. The team that accompanies her is as diverse as they come. Jackson Jax Harper, a burly ex-military man, is the expedition's security head. His stern expression and hardened features, the result of numerous deployments, are softened by the twinkle of curiosity in his eyes, a testament to his fascination with history. Maria Santiago, a sprightly and quick-witted linguist, is the youngest in the group. Her passion for ancient languages, coupled with her fiery spirit, makes her a vital part of the team. With her thick, wavy hair often tied in a messy ponytail and her fingers ink-stained from relentless note-taking, she is a whirlwind of energy and enthusiasm. Quiet and introverted, Dr. Aidan Chen is the expedition's expert in ancient civilizations. His calm demeanor hides a razor-sharp intellect and an eye for details that most miss. With his wire-rimmed glasses and always armed with a sketchbook, Aidan is often found absorbed in documenting every minute aspect of their finds. Lastly, there's the team's financier, Victor Radcliffe, a billionaire with a keen interest in archaeology. With his sharp suits and calculating gaze, he is a man who is used to getting his way. His reasons for funding the expedition are shrouded in mystery, but his fascination with the city is undeniable. Together, this team of intrepid explorers ventures into the heart of the jungle, ready to unveil the forgotten city's secrets, unaware of the challenges, discoveries, and dangers that await them. The Forgotten City is an enigma wrapped in the vestiges of an ancient civilization. As the team treks deeper, they find themselves amidst a sprawling metropolis hidden under the jungle canopy. The city, masterfully planned and constructed, is a testament to the engineering prowess of its ancient builders. The team comes across pyramids, temples, and residential buildings, all constructed with meticulous precision. The structures, though weathered by time, still stand strong, their stone facades covered in moss and vines. Intricately carved with symbols and images, they are a testament to the artistic brilliance of a civilization lost in time. They discover a network of aqueducts and drainage systems, indicative of an advanced understanding of hydraulics. The water system, still functional in places, is a marvel of design and efficiency, suggesting a high level of urban planning and infrastructure development. In one of the buildings, they uncover a vast library filled with scrolls and tablets. The preserved texts, inscribed in an unknown language, hold the promise of untold knowledge and historical insight. Maria, with her linguistic expertise, takes it upon herself to decode these ancient scripts. Astoundingly, the team also discovers remnants of advanced technology that challenge their understanding of the civilization. Complex mechanical devices, possibly early forms of computing or astrological tools, are found. These devices, composed of gears, dials, and levers, are far ahead of what was believed to be possible for a civilization of this period. In the city center, they uncover a massive circular platform made of a strange metal alloy, dotted with unusual symbols. Its purpose is unclear, but Aiden hypothesizes it might have served a ceremonial or astronomical purpose, given its alignment with certain celestial bodies. Every artifact, every structure, every piece of technology they discover paints a picture of a society that was not just advanced for its time, but one that may have rivaled or even surpassed contemporary civilizations. This revelation raises a multitude of questions. How did such an advanced civilization thrive in isolation? Why was it abandoned? What led to its fall? With every layer they peel back, the city reveals more of its secrets, but also deepens the mystery. The Forgotten City is a puzzle, and the team has just begun to piece it together. The city, despite its awe-inspiring marvels, quickly proves to be a treacherous maze. Its labyrinthine corridors and plazas are riddled with deadly traps and complex puzzles, a protective measure installed by the ancient inhabitants to guard their secrets. Each trap is a testament to the ingenuity and technological prowess of the civilization, blending seamlessly with the architecture. Pressure-sensitive tiles that trigger dart-launching mechanisms, walls that shift and rearrange to create ever-changing pathways, deep pits concealed beneath fragile layers of stone. Each one is more deadly and ingenious than the last. At the same time, the puzzles the team encounters are mind-bendingly complex. They involve intricate symbols carved into walls, complex patterns etched into floors, and mechanical devices that require precise manipulation. Solving them often leads to unlocking new areas of the city or deactivating traps, making them essential to the team's progression. The hostile environment of the city is exacerbated by the constant threat of rival archaeological teams. These competitors, armed with their own set of experts and resources, are determined to claim the city's secrets for their own. Skirmishes break out in the narrow alleyways of the city and the dense jungle that surrounds it, adding a layer of modern danger to the ancient threats. Among the rivals, the most formidable is a team led by Dr. Eric van der Lof, a well-known but unscrupulous archaeologist with a reputation for bending ethical guidelines in his quest for glory. Van der Lof's relentless pursuit adds a ticking clock element to the expedition, forcing Dr. Carter's team to navigate the deadly city at a perilous pace. The Forgotten City transforms from a place of wonder and discovery to a high-stakes battleground, where knowledge is the prize and survival is the daily challenge. The city, once a testament to human achievement, now becomes a gauntlet of deadly challenges that the team must overcome in their quest for understanding. As days turn into weeks, the city seems to take on a life of its own. The team's state-of-the-art equipment, which had worked perfectly outside the city, begins to malfunction. GPS devices lose their signals, flashlights flicker and die, and even their communication equipment fails, isolating them further in the heart of the Forgotten City. At the same time, the team members start experiencing vivid and disturbing nightmares. They dream of the city in its prime, filled with people, only to watch it crumble and its people perish in various horrific ways. They wake up in cold sweats, the echoes of ancient screams ringing in their ears. Physical ailments, too, start plaguing the team. Unexplained fevers, sudden bouts of dizziness, and debilitating migraines become a common occurrence. Medical tests reveal nothing, and the team's medic is at a loss. Even the hardy Jax, usually a pillar of strength, is seen clutching his head in pain, his face pale and drawn. Then, the deaths begin. A local guide, assisting them in navigating the dense jungle, is the first to fall, seemingly succumbing to a heart attack. Then, a junior researcher is found lifeless in his tent one morning, a look of sheer terror etched on his face. With each passing day, the team grows more anxious and fearful. Whispers of a curse start circulating among the team. Dr. Carter, a rational scientist, dismisses it initially, but as the occurrences increase, even she can't ignore the mounting evidence. The city's curse, it seems, is not just a legend. The ancient inhabitants, in their desperation to protect their city and its secrets, had invoked powerful forces. The curse appears to target not just the body, but the mind as well, inducing fear, paranoia, and hallucinations. As the situation worsens, the team faces a dual battle, a physical one against the tangible threats of the city and their rivals, and a psychological one against their own fears and the effects of the curse. The once enthusiastic explorers now find themselves trapped in a city that is as much a psychological prison as it is a physical one, fighting to retain their sanity while they uncover the city's secrets. The team's dynamic changes as they grapple with the escalating situation. Their camaraderie gives way to suspicion and fear as the curse sows seeds of distrust among them. Arguments break out over the smallest of issues, and their morale plummets. Their once united front begins to fracture under the weight of the mysterious curse. In the midst of this, Dr. Carter steps up as the team's pillar, holding them together with her unwavering resolve and determination. She becomes the voice of reason amidst the paranoia, reminding them of their mission and their responsibility to protect the city's secrets from falling into the wrong hands. Meanwhile, Van Derlof and his team are closing in. Unbeknownst to Dr. Carter's team, Radcliffe has secretly been providing Van Derlof with information, trying to manipulate the situation to his advantage. He intends to seize control of the city and its power, with no regard for the potential consequences. The race against time intensifies as Dr. Carter's team must navigate the deadly traps, solve the ancient puzzles, overcome their personal fears and rival teams, all while fighting the effects of the curse. Each step they take unearths more about the ancient city and its fall, bringing them closer to understanding the source of the curse and how to lift it. As the team uncovers more of the city's history, they start questioning the circumstances of its disappearance. The sophistication of its architecture, the advanced technology, the knowledge contained within its libraries, none of these align with a city simply being forgotten and consumed by the jungle. Piecing together historical records, they begin to speculate that the city's disappearance might not have been an accident, but a deliberate act. The civilization had advanced beyond its contemporaries, perhaps too quickly. The misuse of the city's power source that led to the catastrophe might have been a result of this rapid progress, an example of a society advancing technologically faster than they were capable of handling responsibly. This theory suggests that the city's survivors, or possibly an external party, might have intentionally hidden the city, shrouding it in myth and legend to protect the world from its dangerous technology. The curse, the traps, the puzzles, all were elaborate measures to keep people away, to ensure that the city and its power remained forgotten. The question that haunts the team is who could have orchestrated such a feat? Was it the work of the city's survivors, a decision made out of guilt and fear? Or was it an external party, a more advanced civilization, or a powerful individual who foresaw the potential danger? This revelation forces the team to confront their own beliefs and motives. They realize that their pursuit of knowledge and glory might have unintended consequences. They question the ethics of their mission, the morality of unearthing a civilization that was possibly meant to remain hidden. Their findings also challenge the historical narrative. If such an advanced civilization existed, it means history as they know it might be incomplete or even incorrect. The existence of the city suggests that there might be other forgotten cities, other lost civilizations waiting to be discovered. As they grapple with these revelations, they must also confront their personal demons. The curse forces them to face their deepest fears, their regrets, and their past mistakes. This psychological battle becomes as important as their physical one, testing their resilience and willpower. The city becomes a mirror, forcing them to confront who they are and what they stand for. As the expedition drags on, the team finds themselves deeply immersed in the enigma of the forgotten city. Its secrets and mysteries become an integral part of their lives, the city's history intertwining with their own personal narratives. Among the many puzzles they grapple with, the city's ancient language and symbols prove to be one of the most complex. The symbols cover almost every surface, etched into the stone of buildings, engraved on ancient devices, and written on the countless scrolls found in the city's library. They are an encrypted message from the past, waiting to be deciphered. Maria Santiago, a linguist and cultural anthropologist in the team, steps into the spotlight during this challenge. Her expertise in ancient languages and her inherent knack for decoding complex linguistic patterns become invaluable as they delve into the city's textual mysteries. Maria spends countless hours in the city's library, painstakingly translating the ancient script. She is often found surrounded by scrolls and tablets, her eyes keenly studying the inscriptions, her hands swiftly noting down translations and possible interpretations. Her work reveals fascinating insights into the city's history and culture. She discovers accounts of grand celebrations, stories of legendary heroes, and detailed descriptions of their technological marvels. Yet, she also uncovers darker tales of power struggles, natural calamities, and ultimately, the catastrophic event that led to the city's downfall. The city's language and symbols also prove instrumental in navigating the city's physical challenges. Many of the traps and puzzles are intertwined with the language, their solutions hidden within inscriptions and symbols. Maria's translations guide them through these challenges, saving them from countless dangers. Maria's work also brings them closer to understanding the city's curse. She deciphers ancient warnings and protective spells, providing them with clues about the origin of the curse and possibly a way to lift it. As Maria deciphers the city's ancient language, she finds herself personally affected. She becomes deeply connected to the city and its past inhabitants, their stories resonating with her. The city, through its language, communicates its tale of glory, downfall, and a warning for the future, becoming a voice from the past that guides them in their present perilous journey. Victor Radcliffe, once a background figure funding the expedition, slowly becomes a source of concern for the team. His regular demands for detailed progress reports, previously seen as a sign of his investment in the project, start to feel intrusive and controlling. His abrupt, unannounced visits to the site, under the pretext of assessing the team's progress, disrupt the team's workflow and raise eyebrows. Radcliffe's behavior starts to change as well. He begins to exhibit an unhealthy obsession with the city's advanced technology, especially any potential weaponry. His questions during his site visits become more pointed, focusing on the city's defense systems and the catastrophic event that led to its downfall. He presses the team for information on any technology that could be repurposed for modern warfare. A confrontation between Radcliffe and Dr. Carter brings his true intentions to light. During a particularly heated argument, Radcliffe reveals his interest in the city's technology for its potential military applications. He believes the city's advanced technology could be the key to a new class of weapons, giving whoever controls them an unassailable edge. This revelation causes a rift within the team. Some, like Jax and a few of the other technicians, are deeply uncomfortable with the idea of repurposing the city's technology for warfare. They argue that the city's downfall serves as a warning against such misuse. They question the ethics of their mission and consider whether their discoveries should be shared with the world at all. Others, particularly those who have experienced the effects of the curse more profoundly, find themselves swayed by Radcliffe's arguments. They see the potential benefits of using the city's technology to protect against future threats, arguing that with proper control, the technology could be used responsibly. Dr. Carter, caught in the middle, is forced to reassess her own motivations. She realizes the potential danger of their discoveries falling into the wrong hands, and the responsibility that comes with uncovering the city's secrets. As she wrestles with these ethical dilemmas, she must also manage the growing dissent within her team and maintain their focus on surviving the city and its curse. As the team ventures deeper into the city, they uncover its central temple, a colossal structure that stands tall amidst the city's ruins, almost untouched by the ravages of time. The temple is an architectural marvel, its stone walls adorned with intricate carvings that tell the story of the city and its inhabitants. These carvings are a visual chronicle of the city's history, depicting scenes of daily life, grand ceremonies, and significant historical events. They show the city's rise to prominence, its inhabitants harnessing the power source at the heart of the city, their technological advancements, and their prosperity. But as the team progresses through the temple, the carvings take a darker turn. They depict a catastrophic event, a massive explosion of energy emanating from the city's power source. The city, once full of life, is shown in ruins, its inhabitants in despair. The carvings depict scenes of devastation, of a city crippled by its own power, and the desperate attempts of its inhabitants to contain it. In the innermost sanctum of the temple, they discover the chilling tale of the city's abandonment. The carvings depict the city's inhabitants leaving en masse, their faces etched with sorrow and fear. They show the power source being sealed within the city and the construction of the city's curse. The inhabitants, it seems, had discovered a power they couldn't control, a power that turned against them. Rather than let it destroy them, they chose to abandon their city, trapping the power within. They constructed the curse to protect the power, to ensure it remained contained within the city, hidden and forgotten. The city's curse was not just a protective measure, it was a penance, a self-imposed punishment for their hubris. It was their final act of responsibility, a way to protect the world from the power they had unleashed. This revelation paints the city in a new light. It was not merely a forgotten city, it was a forsaken city, a monument to a civilization's guilt and fear. It serves as a stark warning to the team about the dangers of unchecked power and the responsibility that comes with knowledge. It underscores the ethical dilemma they face, amplifying the stakes of their mission. The chilling tale of the city's abandonment and the knowledge of Radcliffe's true intentions thrust the team into a profound moral quandary. The stakes of their expedition have suddenly escalated beyond the pursuit of archaeological knowledge and personal glory. They now bear the weighty responsibility of safeguarding a power that, in the wrong hands, could lead to a catastrophe akin to the one that befell the ancient city. The team finds itself divided on their course of action. Some, like Jax and a few others, advocate for sabotaging their own work. They argue that it would be better to destroy their findings and leave the city's secrets buried, rather than risk Radcliffe or anyone else exploiting the city's destructive power. They believe that the city's fate serves as a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the consequences of uncontrolled power, and feel a moral obligation to prevent history from repeating itself. Others, including a few researchers swayed by Radcliffe's arguments, feel that the city's power, if properly harnessed and controlled, could bring about unprecedented advancements in modern technology. They argue that the team could potentially find a way to contain the power, to ensure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Dr. Carter finds herself torn between these viewpoints. On the one hand, she shares the concerns about the potential misuse of the city's power. She knows the danger of their discoveries falling into the wrong hands, especially given Radcliffe's clear intentions. On the other hand, she also recognizes the potential benefits the city's technology could bring to the world if used responsibly. The moral dilemma tests the team's unity and their individual principles. It forces them to question the ethics of their mission and their role as archaeologists. Are they mere observers, tasked with uncovering and understanding the past, or do they have a responsibility to safeguard the future as well? Just as the team is wrestling with their moral dilemma, their situation grows even more complex. The rival team of researchers, led by the cunning and unscrupulous van der Lof, finally catch up to them. Despite their attempts to slow down their rivals and cover their tracks, the rival team has managed to navigate the city's labyrinthine streets and deadly traps to reach the central temple. The arrival of the rival team triggers a tense and thrilling race against time. The temple's vast chambers and labyrinthine passages become the stage for high-stakes confrontations and strategic maneuverings. The once quiet and eerie city is now filled with the echoes of hurried footsteps, hushed whispers, and the occasional heated exchange. Both teams grapple with the city's complex traps, each more dangerous and intricate than the last. They are forced to balance speed with caution, pushing their intellectual and physical limits as they race to uncover the city's power source. The rival researchers, less scrupulous about safety and preservation, often trigger traps that endanger both teams, adding to the tension and danger. All the while, the city's curse hangs over them like a dark cloud, growing stronger and more deadly as they delve deeper into the city. The team members start experiencing more severe symptoms: intense hallucinations, debilitating illnesses, inexplicable wounds. It's as if the city itself is rebelling against their presence, determined to protect its secrets at all costs. The psychological strain of the curse, combined with the physical challenges and the threat of the rival team, pushes the team to their limits. They struggle to maintain their focus and unity, their initial excitement giving way to fear and uncertainty. Despite this, they push on, driven by their sense of responsibility, their commitment to their mission, and their determination not to let the city's power fall into the wrong hands. As the race intensifies, so does the team's moral dilemma. With every step they take, they move closer to potentially unleashing a catastrophe. They must decide whether to press on or sabotage their own mission, all while dealing with the rival team, the city's deadly traps, and the ever-present threat of the curse. The city, silent for centuries, is now the stage for a struggle that will determine its fate, and potentially the fate of the world. Dr. Eric van der Lof, the leader of the rival researchers, is a man with a formidable reputation. Known for his ruthless ambition and lack of ethical considerations, He has built a career on the fringes of the archaeological community, where the ends often justify the means. His team, made up of seasoned field researchers and hired mercenaries, are more comfortable with the cutthroat world of artifact smuggling and black market archaeology. They are not driven by the pursuit of knowledge or historical preservation, but by the promise of a hefty payout. When the team discovers a hidden communication between van der Lof and Radcliffe, their worst suspicions are confirmed. The rival researchers are not just competitors, they're Radcliffe's watchdogs, sent to ensure the successful extraction of the city's power source. This revelation stirs a wave of shock and betrayal among the team. The scope of Radcliffe's manipulation becomes painfully clear. He not only plans to exploit the city's power for his own gain, but has also ensured a safety net in case Dr. Carter's team fails or rebels. The Forgotten City becomes a battleground, its ancient streets and structures echoing with the tensions of modern greed and ambition. Confrontations between the teams become more frequent and violent, with the mercenaries not hesitating to use force to secure their path. The Forgotten City, once a place of peace and prosperity, now resonates with the clash of metal, the shouts of confrontation, and the fear of impending danger. Its long dormant streets witness a struggle not just for control over its hidden power, but for the future of humanity. As the city's curse intensifies and the rival team grows more aggressive, Dr. Carter's team must not only protect the city's secrets, but also themselves. They must find a way to counter Radcliffe's plans and prevent the city's power from falling into the wrong hands, all while navigating the city's deadly traps and the looming threat of the curse. It's a race against time, where the stakes are as high as they can get. With van der Lof's team hot on their heels, Dr. Carter's team must lean on their collective knowledge and skills to outwit their adversaries and protect the city's secrets. Their unity, which had been tested by their moral dilemma, becomes their greatest strength in the face of external threats. Jax, with his background in military tactics and survival training, steps up as the team's protector. His ability to think quickly on his feet and his knowledge of combat strategy become invaluable assets. He organizes the team's defenses, sets up strategic countermeasures to slow down van der Lof's team, and guides the team safely around the city's traps. Aiden, with his remarkable memory and understanding of the city's layout, becomes their navigator. He had meticulously mapped the city during their exploration, noting down every passage, every structure, every potential escape route. His knowledge allows them to move through the city quickly and stealthily, always one step ahead of van der Lof's team. Maria, with her deep understanding of the city's ancient language and symbols, becomes their interpreter. She deciphers the warnings and instructions carved into the city's walls, helping them to avoid traps and navigate the city's complex structures. Her ability to communicate with the city gives them a distinct advantage, allowing them to interact with the city's mechanisms and defenses in ways van der Lof's team can't. Finally, Dr. Carter, with her steadfast leadership and unyielding determination, becomes their beacon of hope. She keeps the team focused and unified, making tough decisions and rallying them in their darkest moments. She constantly reminds them of their responsibility to protect the city and its power, keeping their moral compass steady amidst the chaos. Their combined expertise creates a formidable force, one capable of taking on van der Lof's team and the city's deadly challenges. They turn the city into their ally, using its traps and mechanisms against their rivals, while also protecting its secrets from exploitation. Each confrontation, each near escape, each victory against the odds, further strengthens their resolve and unity. They become not just researchers, but guardians of the Forgotten City, fighting to prevent history from repeating itself. In the climax of their journey, the team finds themselves confronting Van Derloff and his mercenaries in the heart of the city's central temple, where the city's power is contained. It's a vast, awe-inspiring chamber, filled with intricate carvings that tell the city's history and elaborate mechanisms designed to protect its power source. Van Derloff, consumed by his ambition and the promise of untold power, is hell-bent on seizing control. He and his mercenaries are armed with modern weapons, their deadly intent clear in their determined faces and ready stances. A deadly battle ensues, a chaotic dance of death in the city's sacred core. Jax's tactical expertise and survival training come to the fore as he directs the team, using the temple's structure and the city's traps to their advantage. Aiden guides their movements, his knowledge of the city's layout helping them maneuver around their opponents. Maria, armed with her understanding of the city's symbols, triggers defensive mechanisms to stall Van Derloff's team. The temple's silent halls are filled with the echoes of gunfire, the sharp clang of metal, and the desperate shouts of combat. Ancient traps spring to life, adding an additional layer of danger to the conflict. Deadly blades swing from hidden crevices, floors give way to spike-filled pits, and walls move and shift to create new obstacles. Dr. Carter, at the center of the chaos, faces off with Van Derloff. Their confrontation is not just a physical battle, but a clash of ideologies. Van Derloff sees the city's power as a tool to be used for his gain, while Dr. Carter views it as a dangerous force that should be kept hidden for the safety of all. As the battle rages, the city's curse intensifies. The team feels the city's desperation growing, its plea for protection becoming more urgent. It's a race against time and a fight for survival, as the team strives to protect the city's power from falling into the wrong hands and to survive the onslaught of Van Derloff's mercenaries. The city's fate hangs in the balance, its future intertwined with the outcome of this deadly confrontation. Despite the odds stacked against them, Dr. Carter and her team manage to outmaneuver Van Derloff and his mercenaries, using their intimate knowledge of the city and its traps. However, in the heat of the battle, Van Derloff manages to reach the heart of the temple and activate the city's ancient power. The moment he does, the city begins to shake violently. Age-old structures groan under the sudden strain, and dust that has been undisturbed for centuries is stirred into a blinding cloud. Massive stone edifices waver and crumble, the tremors running through their ancient foundations too much to bear. The ancient technology within the city, dormant for thousands of years, suddenly sparks to life. Hidden mechanisms whir into motion, and a network of luminous glyphs light up across the city, marking the flow of energy as it surges through the city's veins. The power source, as it turns out, is a massive energy core, a masterpiece of the city's advanced technology and understanding of energy manipulation. It hums with an energy so potent that the air around it crackles, a pulsating heart of light and power at the city's core. The energy it emits is awe-inspiring, capable of powering the entire city and its advanced technology. But as the team quickly realizes, it's also devastatingly destructive. Uncontrolled, the energy surges through the city, causing destructive tremors, activating dormant technology, and threatening to tear the city apart from within. The team watches in horror as the city they've come to respect and protect begins to self-destruct. It's a horrifying display of power, a stark reminder of the civilization that once harnessed it and the catastrophe they caused. It's a power that can create wonders and destroy them just as easily, a power that now threatens to bury the city and them within it. With the city in turmoil and its power spiraling out of control, Dr. Carter and her team know they have no time to lose. The city is tearing itself apart, and if they don't act quickly, it will be lost forever, buried by its own destructive power. Maria steps up, her understanding of the ancient language now more critical than ever. She hurriedly scans the glyphs and symbols etched into the walls of the temple, looking for a way to contain the city's energy. As the city shakes around them and Van der Loof's men close in, she finally finds it. A sequence of symbols that speaks of a failsafe, a way to redirect the city's power back into its core. With determined precision, Maria guides Dr. Carter through the sequence. It's a complex process, involving the manipulation of the city's mechanisms and the precise alignment of ancient symbols. All the while, the city continues to quake, structures collapsing around them and ancient technology sparking dangerously. As Dr. Carter completes the sequence, they trigger a massive redirection of energy. The city's power, previously spiraling out of control, is suddenly drawn back towards the temple. It's like watching a storm being sucked back into a bottle, a destructive force being tamed. The energy surges back into the earth, down into the city's core. The city, which moments ago was coming alive with dangerous energy, seems to breathe a sigh of relief as it goes back to sleep. The violent shaking gradually subsides, and the network of glowing glyphs slowly fades, leaving only the echo of its power in its wake. However, the sudden withdrawal of the city's energy triggers a massive collapse. The temple, the epicenter of the energy redirection, crumbles in on itself, burying the city's power and, unfortunately, Van der Loof with it. The team, exhausted and battered but alive, manages to escape the collapsing city. Their hearts pound as they race through the rapidly disintegrating maze of ancient structures and tunnels. The once great city crumbles around them, its secrets and power being reclaimed by the earth. As they finally emerge from the depths of the city, they watch in a mix of relief, awe, and sadness as the forgotten city sinks back into obscurity. The jungle around them swallows the city whole, as though nature itself is intent on hiding the city's secrets and power from the world once more. With Radcliffe's plan thwarted and Van der Loof buried beneath the city he sought to exploit, the team is left to reflect on their harrowing adventure. They may have escaped with their lives, but the memories of the city and its people, as well as the lessons learned from their ordeal, will stay with them forever. As they leave the site of the lost city, they do so with a newfound respect for the past and its lessons. They understand the weight of history and the responsibility that comes with uncovering it. They have glimpsed the power that can be unleashed when ambition overshadows wisdom, and they are determined to honor the memory of the city and its people by ensuring that their story is not forgotten. Together, the team returns to their lives, forever changed by their experience in the forgotten city. Their bond, forged in the crucible of life or death challenges and the shared discovery of an ancient civilization, remains strong. They carry with them the knowledge that the past holds secrets and lessons that must be respected, lest history repeat itself. And so, with a mixture of triumph and melancholy, they leave the city to rest in peace, hidden away from the world and its dangers. As the team departs from the jungle, they carry with them not just memories of a time long past, but also the profound wisdom of a civilization that once was. The sun begins to set, casting long shadows across the lush foliage, a serene yet poignant reminder of the city that now lay hidden beneath. The chirping of crickets begins to fill the air, a gentle symphony of the night that lulls the forest into tranquility. The vibrant chatter of daytime creatures fades, giving way to the soft rustling of leaves and the distant hooting of an owl. The world seems to slow down, embracing the calm of the night. In the quiet, the team finds a moment of reflection, their minds replaying the extraordinary journey they had undertaken. The thrill of discovery, the fear of the unknown, the courage in the face of danger, all of it now seems like a dream, a story told under the blanket of a starry night. The gentle hum of the forest seems to echo their thoughts, whispering tales of the city and its people. It's as if the wind carries the echoes of the past, the laughter and tears, the hopes and fears of a civilization lost in time. It's a soothing lullaby that weaves the day's adventure into the fabric of the night. As the last rays of the sun disappear, the stars take their place in the sky, like tiny beacons of the past twinkling in the infinite canvas of the universe. They seem to hold a silent promise, a reminder that the stories of the forgotten city will continue to live on in the hearts of those who dared to uncover its secrets. The night deepens, and the sounds of the forest become a soft symphony, inviting rest and tranquility. The team, nestled in their makeshift camp, surrender to the call of the night. As their eyes grow heavy, they find comfort in the symphony of the forest, the gentle lullaby of the past carrying them into the realm of dreams. With the forgotten city now a part of their story, they close their eyes to the promise of another day, another adventure. But for now, under the watchful eyes of the stars and lulled by the whispers of the forest, they sleep. The past and the present entwine in their dreams, the forgotten city now remembered, its tale told. In the grand tapestry of the universe, their story is but a single thread, a unique pattern woven into the fabric of time. Yet, it's a thread that shines with the brilliance of discovery, of lessons learned, of bonds formed, and of respect for the past. It's a thread that adds depth to the human story, a testament to the insatiable curiosity and resilience of the human spirit. As sleep takes hold and dreams begin to play, the world turns in its timeless dance. The forgotten city slumbers beneath the earth, its secrets safe, its tale told. The night sings its lullaby, a gentle serenade to the day's end, inviting all to rest and dream under the blanket of its serene tranquility. And in this peace, the world continues to spin, carrying the stories of the past into the promise of tomorrow.